Yes, now the saving process only, the saving process, let me do the elaboration of the saving process. Morning class and the saving process. The saving process is what? We are saving the data. We are what? Saving the data. We are saving the data in the database. After saving the data, guys, morning class, you see these four ones. We have the controller layer, service layer, and what? Repository layer. So here we have the controller layer. So this is the controller layer. Controller layer, we have the method is what? Save. Slash is save. And we are auto querying employee repository. Save employee data method is there in the repository. So service layer. Service layer, after that, we are saving the data. We are saving the data. So in general, in real time, after saving the data, so you give me the data, like then initially the client request comes to what layer? Controller. Controller will capture that request and send the data to what layer? Service will send the data to what layer? Repository layer. You are calling the save method. But save method is present in the repository layer. They are acquiring from the JP repository. JP repository, they are acquiring the properties like we save the data. See guys, after saving, you save the data. After saving what the data you saved, the same data returned back to the client. Same data returned back to what? See what data you saved. See, you are inserting the product. Once you insert the product, in the bottom side you can see the product. What the data what you inserted. Right? What is the data that you inserted? It means, see, simply I said employee repository and save method. Save method, I save the data. After saving, you return the data to back to the next layer, back to the previous layer, back to what? Previous layer. See guys, to forward the data between the layers, we are using method arguments. What we are using? Method arguments. Method arguments means what? Service method argument you pass to the repository method argument. Method arguments are forwarding the data. But now I said forward or backward to the client. To backward to the client, go for return statement. Focus on return statement. That's it. Focus on what statement, Amma? Yeah. Don't forget the 2 points. If you want forward the data, we need to go for the method argument. Forward the data, what argument, Amma? You want return the data back. You're going for what? Ma? Return statement. Forward the data. Method argument. Return the data. Return statement. That's what guys. You take the save employee data. After saving, you don't return the void. You return what? Employee. Return what amount? Employee. Go for this one guys here. Employee repository save method. In the save method, simply after saving, you return that employee. After save method, what amount? Next one is the return the employee. That's what you are going for the return the data, guys. This is the return the data. Return the data. See, this is save employee method, save employee get return type is what is your employee. Now see, you call this method. I call this save employee data. See, controller layer, you're giving the data to what layer? Service layer. And service layer, what it return back to you? This is calling what employee service dot what? Save employee data. After saving, what they return back? Huh? Employee, right? After saving, what they return? After saving, they return the employee. They return the employee means left side you hold the data. Hold the data. What data here? Employee. Employee. This is what? Saved employee, right? What employee is here? Saved employee. See guys, right side, see, equal to right side and left side is very important. Right side is what you are calling the service layer method. You are calling what method? Service. Yeah, right side we are calling the service layer save employee data method by passing that employee. After saving, what that guy returned? Saved employee. That's what you go for what? Return type is what, Amma? Saved employee, right? What employee, guys? Right side we are calling the data. Left side we are storing the data. We are storing the data. See guys, after saving the data and he returned the saved employee, he returned what? Saved employee. Generally, every response is coming with status codes. The response is coming with what? Status code. You give the response to the client. You give what? Response to the client. Who is giving the response to the client? Who is giving the response to the client? Controller layer, service layer, repository layer. Controller layer give the response back to the client. When you are giving the response back to the client, you give it the status codes. It is standard in the data. You should give the response with what amount? Status codes. You guys should give the response to the client with what? Status code. See, in general real time, we have the 5 categories of status codes. How many categories, ma? 5 categories. One is the 100 series is there, 200 series is there, 300 series is there, 400 series is there, 500 series is there. But how many series is total? These are response status codes. How many series we have? 500. 100 series to 200 series to 300 series to 400 series to 500 series. Total we have the 5 series like that. So guys, 100 series simply like informational responses. What response ma? Informational responses. That we are not using frequently, informational responses. Second one is a 200. 200 is always representing like successful responses. Very 200 is representing what? Successful response. You guys represent like 200 like successful responses. 300 means redirectional responses. Redirectional responses. See guys, initially Java product from which company? Initially. Huh? Now it is from? Maybe some people don't know, like, Sun Microsystems changed it to Oracle. They send the request to Sun Microsystems. And Sun Microsystems redirected to what website? Oracle website. That is a redemption status codes. What status codes, ma? Yeah. Redemption status code. So that's like that. 400 like very important, guys. That is called client errors. What errors, ma? Client errors. See, for example, client is giving the wrong input, wrong username and password, wrong username and what? Passwords. There's a client errors. Last one is the 500 series is called server errors. What errors, ma? Server errors. That's it. How many series total we have? Wait, what is what? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. See guys, by default, when the data you're giving a response to the client, by default 200. By default what? 200. By default, what was the response code? By default, you're giving what? 200. You please cross check after data saved, but the status code I will check sir. 200. 200. By default, you save the data, you retry the data, you update the data. By default, you get a 200. By default, you get what? 200. But I'm asking that when you create, generally what response code expected? Ma? లైట్ లేంట అక్కడ లైట్ లేండి అమ్మ రోజు చెప్పాలమ్మా లైట్ లేయి నాకు కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుతా నేను కోసం మాట్లాడతా ఏదైనా శాలరీ కావాలంటే మాట్లాడదా లైట్ లేయండి ఆ పింక్ డ్రెస్ అమ్మ పాపం మిమ్మల్ని చెక్ చేయమన్నది ఎంత స్టేటస్ కో నాకు చెప్తే నేను రిటర్న్ స్టేటస్ కో 200 by default you will get. By default how much ma? By default 200 you will get. Now I'm asking the question that you want the status code like when the data saved, what expected status code? అది చెక్ చేయండి. Ask the chat GPT that when the data saved, the data is what? What is the status code? What is the status code? Data saved status code check చేయడం. They know why, huh? A data saved with the status code. Do not? 201, we have the message like, what the message you got? 201 created, we expected the message, right? 201. See guys, to return the status codes like, 201, you save the employee. Observe carefully, right side we are calling what? Right side we are calling the employee service dot what? Save employee. After saving, he return what? He return what? He return the employee guys. That's what you should return type is what among employee. But see, you want return only employee with status code with the status code. To return the employee with the status code, guys, I'm using one class like response entity class. What a class name is your response entity class. If you go for the response entity class, response entity class will return the response which contains like the response entity return the response. Returns what? Response. Return the response like with the three values. Return the response with what? Three values. One is like status code, one is like header, third one is like body. So response entity contains how many values on? Three values. Response entity will return the response with how many values? Three values. So three values like status code. What is status code and what? Header. Header code. Return the response. Return what? Response. You return. You want. What? Return the response. The response entity class contains the three values. That's what you return the response. You return what? The response entity contains how many values? Three values. One is what? Status code. One is what? Header, third one is what? Header is important, guys. Real-time header contains like JWT token, security token, these are the tokens that I will tell you. Clearly, I will show you the header data later. But response entity contains what are three values, guys. One is what? Status code. Then you can write the response entity dot response entity dot status. See guys, that's what return type is what? Return type just you're returning employer, response entity object of response entity. See guys, you guys please return the response like response entity class. That's what returns response entity of type is what? Employee type. Response entity what kind of employee. Service layer you return only what saved employee. What employee you saved, return that employee to the people. The people are returning only employer, response entity here. Response entity contains how many values? Three. That is what status. See guys, data is created successfully, saved successfully. The status code is 201 created. 201 created. That's what guys simply can write the HTTP status dot. HTTP what? Status dot. Simply can go for the created. So status what one? HTTP status dot what? Created. That is the first one. Status. Second one is what one? Header. Header like just I can give the info as of now. Data saved successfully. Data is what? Saved. Then we get data saved what? Successfully. Last one is what one? Dot body. What is what data? Employee. Because you got the employee, right? What employee? Saved employee. Body becomes a saved employee. That's all. Wait, see guys, after saving, you return the data. What data you return? మీరు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు చెప్పండి. What data return? Employee కాదు, response entity. What you return? Response entity. Response entity contains three values. What are three values? Status code, header. Status code, header and what? That is called response entity class, guys. Response entity dot status, and this response entity we should return. We should what return. That's what you can write the return statement like this. That's it. Just you return the for the return type case here. Response entity of type is what type case here? Employee. And I'm returning the response entity. Response entity contains how many values? Three values. That is what the status. Second one is what the third one is what the service layer. What you return? Save the employee. You return employee, but controller layer, what you return to the client? Response entity. The response entity contains how many values? One is what? One is status code. One is what? Third one is the that is called header, status code, and what? Right? That's it, guys. Now you please run this project. Now let me run this project. That is a standard process we need to follow, guys. I click on what? Start the project. Hey, how many of you downloaded the Eclipse ID? It's not Eclipse ID. Postman? Raise your hands. All of you done the Postman, right? Yeah. Once if you done the Postman, guys, it is asking signing process. Anyone done the signing? You do with sign in actually. You do with what? Sign in. Once we do with the sign in, guys, I'll tell you, in my company, I joined one company. I have some URLs. I joined that what? Company that contains what? URLs. All URLs can be saved in your email ID. All the URLs are saved in what? When you join another company, you can open the URLs, you can check the, what the response they're giving. See, you cannot have the code, you have the URLs. When you have the code, you have the URLs. URLs ఉంటాయి. So that you please create the account. After creation of account, how many guys you can see this one is plus operator, create new collection. Can you see the create new collection, right? Okay, now. Create what? New. Create. You please create the new collection, all of you. Create what? New collection. Create what? Blank collection or STP basics, sir? Blank collection you create. STP basic create generally. Click on what? Plus collections, new collection. REST API basic collection. Observe carefully. REST API basic collection. REST API basic collection. See guys, this is my different URLs for the different project. See, this is just now created. What created will be REST API basic collection, which is correct. You please change this name. Here, right click. Just you can see that. Can you see how the rename, right? Rename. When you click on the rename, see, when you click on the REST API basic collection, you got a message that your REST API basic. Then you please change this collection. What the collection name you can give now? What the collection name here? Employee. Tell me guys, what the collection name here? Employee to REST API project. For understanding purpose, I'm giving sleeping. REST employee, REST API, sleeping. Employee REST API sleeping, guys, click on what? Enter. This is the employee REST API sleeping. You create like that. You create like that. Go for the post call. Now you click on this post. Once if you click on the post, now here you can get the post directly. Then it is asking like base URL. You can give the URL. You can give what? URL. And it's asking post data here. Just you can see post data, get data, update data, and what? Delete data. Post data I clicked. Then here you can go with what? URL. What the URL tell me? Localhost. Speak out. Localhost 808006 and save. See guys, but real time directly giving the save is not good. Directly giving what? Save is good or not good? That's what guys. Control contains one request handler methods and multiple methods. One method, multiple methods. Then it is having the multiple methods guys for all URLs. Here we have the greet, save, delete. We have one URL, multiple URLs. When we have the multiple URLs, then you can make the data like enter it request mapping. Enter it what? Request mapping. Enter it request mapping. I use operation level or class level. We operation level or class level. We use a class level to make the common URL guys. To make what common URL. See, common URL is like API slash v1 slash v1 is version 1. API slash v1 slash what employees. API slash v1 slash what employees. This is the common URL for all the methods. For the common URL, tell me here. API slash v1 slash employees. This is the common URL. That is a common URL. Then what? We have sub URLs. This is what URL sub. You please right click on what start. Once if you start, we copy the common URL for all the data. What's the common URL? Tell me. API slash v1 slash what? That's what guys. You can go with the common URL. This is the just you can write the common URL. API slash v1 slash what? Employees. Then you can go for what? Say. Now you can see this collection you create a right click on what? Create new collection. What the collection? Blank collection, STP collection. STP basic means by default we get the STP basic with 4 methods. Get, post, put, what, dot, delete. Hey, if I ask like show me your lambda means you show like this. You don't like sir, I don't know where I saved, I don't know where the collection is created. I am busy with what? Sleeping, so you please do with what? Create the collection, maintain these collections properly. These are real-time standards. Go for the data. Where is the data here? Post call. Tomorrow, if I ask the post call, you click on what? Post. You click on the post. In the post, give the URL. And the URL next one is what? Body. So the body click the raw data. So this dummy data coming. Dummy data coming and not coming. Coming the address no. Address that is what data body raw body body this is yeah JSON JSON body JSON body action is what JSON JSON this is what JSON this is what Chandrakala Chandrika Chandriki దేనమ్మా ఇక్కడ కలసరండి చూడు బాడియా బాడియా కదమ్మా బాడియో this is what this is what this is what JSON yeah, that is a data just you can write what this is a JSON object you got just give the details guys what the name here the first you can give what name see saying that the key value pair by default give the key value pair the name is what Chandrakala what color Chandrakala Chandrakala just you can write the data like this next one is what salary next one is what salary salary is what next one is what department department is what dehydration department dehydration department Chandrakala 116 department is what dehydration gender 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 what gender what female just like the gender like this guys and now you click on the send button see guys now you see this all the URLs if I show like send any request means you don't click on this here. You see click on what? Post. Then post URL coming automatically here, right? Click on what? Send. If I click on the send guys, now you can see the output. Okay, data sending fine. Data what? Sending. Morning class you got the URL is what? 200 URL. Status code how much you got? But they expected 200 and 201 standard are. Standard is a 201. If the standard is a 201, 201 is created. See guys, data saving is created. Data saving is what? Data saving is created, guys. That's what you can go with what? Just you can come down, come down, come down. Just you can come down. Now see the data. Yeah, we got the error. But error guys here? Final error. See guys, this is the error. Yeah, we got the error. Timestamp guys. When you got the errors, you observe carefully. You got the timestamp. You got the status code. Status code how much, ma? This is what the timestamp. What time you got the error? This is the error. This is error. Internal server error. Tracer. This is a department is what, ma? Not valid. Oh, because dehydration department is there, not there. While last week maybe I told that HR department and tester and developer, right? That's what department is valid, invalid. Knowing what exception guys here? For this, dehydration department is there or not there? Please make it as HR department. Now you click on what button? Sign button. Once you click on the sign button, you can come to the output. That is a standard real-time code which we written what? 201. 201, you place, just to place the cursor over here, just you can get the clarity. See guys, what the 201 status code here? 201. A new resource was created successfully. It means new resource was created in the database. A new resource was created what? A new resource was created what? Successfully. 200 by default you will get for any updation. Any successful response 200. Yes or no? Then always 200 is good or not good? Different operations we should write in the different data. This is the exactly status code what we expected. 201 created. A new resource was created what? Successfully. Yeah, this is the data guys. Wait, output is there. Wow. You input it. What the data saved, he written that output with ID is what? You giving the ID auto generator. This is a standard. Morning class just here we got the 200 no response and done, but now you got the 201 with what? Response. You want me to send one more request done, you change these values. Next one is what? Chandrakala. Next one is what? Deva color. Chandrakala. Why? Deva color. Do you write the one data here? Department is what? Tester department. Next one is what? Female fine. Just you can come to the what? Send button. Once it is send button, now what? 201 created. You go and check the data. ID how much is generated? That ID you are giving auto generator. You guys also auto generator. You are giving IDs one by one. Huh? Auto generator. Generate auto? Auto generate means no problem. The auto not generated, then the problem will come. Then what? Auto should be ID should be what? Generated. Generated. ID should be generated and now what? That is called auto generated. What generated? There is ID, name, calorie, department to general. What data is here? General. That's it. That is a standard. That is what? Standard. This is the responsibility standard, guys. This is responsibility. What is it here? Responsibility contains how many pages? 3 pages. What is the page? Body. Body. Tether code. Header. Body. Tether code is tether code to like created. What did created. So header means, see, you want to show me the header. Here you can go with the header, guys. Here the body side, see, this is the body general we have shown. This is what data ma? Body. See, when you show the body here, yeah, see guys, this is the body, cookies. This is what? Header. If you click on the header space, what the header we got the info. Info, what the name you given? Header name is info, right? Just you can check the output here. This is what data. Info. Data saved what? Yeah. Just you can get the message guys here. This is called header data. This is header. What the data guys here? Info. What the info data saved? This is the status code and body and what? Header. We got it up. That is the standard we have to follow. That is what? It's standard. Wait, clear up? That's it. That's the like saving process data. What process? How many of you not done the saving process? Raise your hands first. Start my database data is not saved. Raise your hands. And all of it under the database, data saved. Only one guy. Remaining all done the data saving. Girls, all the done. All done data saved. Yes, sir. Leo. Depends the data saving. You the data. Data saving. Nice. Data saving means very nice. That's the data, guys. But you go for the return statement like this. And common URL, how to make the common URL using what annotation method? Request mapping used at class level to make that is a common URL. So every URL starts with what? API slash v1 slash yeah, API slash v1 slash employees. API slash v1 slash what? Employees. Yeah, write the point. Point you can write. Hema, can you hear me? Hema, click on my name, make me host. You can see dot 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 dot, right? And Satya online. Hema, can you hear me? Hey, right that. Hema, you click on my name, make me the host. Can you hear me? Hey, use method argument, pass the data from forward direction. Forward the data, pass the data, forward direction. Client to controller, controller to what? Service, service to what? Repository. Write the status codes. How many series you have status codes? Response status codes or REST status codes or HTTP status codes. Some people ask the question like, tell me the HTTP status code. Some people ask the question like, response status codes. Informational status code, successful responses. Redirectional responses. Client errors and server errors. So guys, previously you got the exception, right? What is status code you got? 500. That's whose issue? Client issue or server issue? Server while executing the code, you got the exception, right? 500 error. Hey, what's the universal data formats? Morning class, you forgot to write that lines. Huh? JSON. Before the JSON, we are using the XML. So before JSON, it will take the inputs what data gets here? XML format. Universal data format means one language can understand, all languages can understand. All languages can understand the universal data formats. I think morning class we forgot like JSON object also, right? What is JSON object? JSON stands for what? JSON stands for JavaScript Object what? Notation. And contains the data in what? Key value paired format. Contains data which format? Key and value. Key and value separated by colon. Multiple key values are separated by multiple key value separated by comma. So JSON object syntax is what? Flower braces, flower braces. Curly braces, flower braces. The data flow in the REST forward. Client to controller, controller to service, service to repository. First question completed. I think morning class we didn't write also before giving the REST API to consumers. It is recommended to test. Tell me guys, it is what? Recommended to test whether the APIs are what? Working properly or not. How can you check that? Postman and Swagger. Some other tools, old tools are there, but frequently use of Postman and Swaggers. Postman and Swagger. But purpose request for annotation. Request body, morning class return at capture the client request. Client requested data. Response. Yeah, you just don't tell the 100 to 199 like that. Say 100 series. 100 series is what? Informational. 200 series successful. 300 series 400 series 500 series separately.
Hey guys,